Jitendra,
Thanks for that reminder.
Okay, I don't know. Is there someone who wants to ask a question or contribute what Eric was presenting? And if you have managed to answer some questions, you can still raise your hand, and I'll make you a call so that you can share. Okay, Talam's iPhone. You can unmute.
yes, hello.
Hello.
I was asking if that language is also used in OOP. Is it an OOP language? Object-oriented?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is an object-oriented language. Everything that you use, are objects.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's so, my question.
Oh, okay. So like into next week's class, I'm going to explain how why that is object-oriented programming. I also talk about some control flows, and
Yes.
yeah, I also touch classes so that you can understand it better when it comes to object-oriented programming.
Yes. I was saying it's not much
great.
far from the other ones. The other maybe C or C++ language. I've never did it before, yes, but I've did C and C++. Then I've did Java with OOP.
Okay,
But
yeah. So if you have done Java, that is pretty much similar to Java. I can say there are so many similarities on how it handles stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Mm-hmm. So anyone else with a question, or maybe you want to present, or you've managed to answer a question or something? So feel free to answer the questions and present. And if you're stuck, you can still ask where you don't understand. Oh, I think Eric, you can go ahead and answer maybe question 3.
Yeah, let's go to question 3. Question 3 is very similar. It's just an extension of question 2. So actually, let me not even make a new folder. Let me not make a new file. So the question is to add 2 more countries to the list that we have created on question 2.
Oh, we can't see your VS Code.
Oh, you can't see my VS Code. Let me just share, please. Give me a second. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Nope.
Not yet.
All right. So what we're doing, you can see it now?
Yep.
All right, great. So what we're doing now is adding 2 countries to this list of countries. So the first thing we'll do is use an inbuilt function. So first of all, we'll just write, say, countries. And then once we press the period or the full stop, we get a list of inbuilt functions. So there's one that is called add all. And what this essentially does is allow us to add more countries, to add strings to this list of countries. So yeah, because it's a function, we'll put it in parentheses, and we will put it again because it's an array. The lists are basically arrays, so we'll also add that. We'll append. We'll add a square bracket Then within over here, we're going to now list our countries. So we can add another country, maybe Ethiopia. And then 2 countries, so another country could be Nigeria. Great. So let's just run this. Let me just start second. Start. So if you, as you've noticed, if you notice over here, at first we only had 5 countries, Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, South Africa, but now over here we've added Ethiopia and Nigeria. So using this add all function, so even if you just hover over it, it tells us what it does. It extends the length of the list, like you can see over here, it extends the length of the list by the number of objects. That's just basically saying that it adds a string. It could add a string to any string to the list. So yeah, that's how we'll do question 3. If you've got any questions, please just unmute your mic, raise your hand, unmute, and just ask your question. The instructions, me, Lakson, and Alan would be really, really happy to answer any questions that you may have. Also, Talam and Dan have raised their arms, so I think Talam can go first, and then we'll go to Dan and then Dennis. Dennis, I can see, has also raised his hand. So yeah, Talam, please just unmute and then ask your question.
Okay, I did not load my hand.
Oh, you didn't raise it?
Yeah, I did not load the other time.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I think he can. He didn't raise the hand. I think it's just he's supposed to just withdraw it or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I've withdrawn.
Okay. I think Dan, you can answer. You can ask your question.
Mine is not a question. I wanted to share what I've done, but I think who can go first? Who is it? We can go first and then I'll share.
Okay, so you're Dennis, you can just unmute yourself and ask your question.
Just mine is to ask, the function you've shown us will add the values which you supplied towards the end. Is there a possibility, for instance, if we need to add, let's say, a country inside between Tanzania and Zambia, will that be possible? We like specify like we add some yeah, we add to a specific index. Is there a possibility for that?
Yes, there's a possibility for you to insert an item to a specific index. All you have to do is you have to use insert.
Okay,
so you can.
thank you.
May I interrupt you? I think what I wanted to show, I've used insert. Maybe I can share my screen and then
okay,
you can.
Okay, Eric, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. He can share now.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so my initial list was this. Kenya, Tanzania, Kenya, and South Africa.
Mhm.
And then there's list. Okay, I've created another function to add to list. Then
Okay.
I've used the function you said, insert.
Okay.
Then I've specified the index. I wanted to add the first index. So the first index is above Tanzania. So it should add countries, and then I've called it and added Uganda first. So Uganda came first. Then I've added Malawi again. So Malawi has replaced Uganda and has come first. When I print my list, this is what comes up. I'm not sure, how do I print the whole list? Like this one?
Okay, so you want to find out how you're supposed to print the whole.
Okay, I wanted to do that so that, well, but it just works fine this way. Maybe I wanted to see the list, like in a list format.
Okay, so what you're supposed to do, I'm sure you guys understand that that is it runs from top to bottom. You get the point. So what that means, it means that I'll give an example. If you, I want you to go to main function. I want you to go to main function.
Huh?
Yeah. I want you to declare I want you to declare a variable and assign maybe like any string. You can just assign any string to it.
Okay. But any string.
Any string. Then I want you to press enter so that you can go to a new line. Then I want you to print out the value of hello.
Yeah.
Just remove that.
They've given them permission to go down and shoot us. George Bush doesn't care about black people.
It's
Okay, yeah.
done.
So you can run the program.
This dude did not sign up for this.
Do I comment out this list, this print?
Yeah,
list?
you can remove those ones, yeah, so that we can see the screen. We can see the answer. Yeah. Okay, now you can just maybe run the whole thing.
Oh well, something.
Okay, you can just you are still calling the function up there, so you can just comment it.
Yeah.
So have you seen what's happening? So I want you to, as you can see right now, it's working. Huh? So I want you to print out. I want you to copy that print function and put it on top of var any string. Hello, what's happening? Is it my network or maybe his?
Maybe mine. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. So I want you to hover on the variable that you have passed in print function. I want you to read the message. What is the message saying?
Local variable in string can't be referenced before it is declared.
So have you seen what's happening there? So when you're calling something that you've assigned into a variable, it has to be faced, the program has to recognize that variable that you have declared it. you're trying to call it on line 9 when, or you're trying to call it on line 8 when that variable hasn't been declared. So so what's happening here is that on line 8, before it even reaches line 9, the program discovers that the variable that you have just called doesn't exist. But on line 9, it does exist. What this means is that the program starts from up going down when it comes to running. Only a function, you get the point? Only a function is something that you can call when you can declare it down there outside main function or inside the main function. It will be able to be called because it's a function. So as with the variable, it doesn't do that. So what you're supposed to do for you to print that thing inside the main function, inside the main function, you're supposed to declare it on top of, before you even print it up, before you even call it, you're supposed to declare it. You know what I'm saying? So what you're supposed to do, I want you to get the list that you have created and add it, remove line 8. So I want you to get that list so that you can print it using that main function. You can just cut it.
Above.
Yeah, you can just declare it. Even on line 2, it's fine. So now I want you to, on line 9, I want you to, okay, you can just maybe like print, you can just declare the print function and pass in African countries as an argument. African countries starts with a small letter. Okay, you can just remove join. And you can run the program.
Okay, I've seen it.
You have seen it, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So Eric?
Yeah, I think we can move on to the next question. If anyone has answered question 4, please just indicate by raising your hand. If not, we could just code it together. We can just code it up together. So if there's anyone that's ready with it, they can just raise their hand and share their screen. If not, we'll just code it together. Has anyone been able to solve it? Okay, I'll take that as a no. And yeah, let me just share my screen right now. All right, so the question is, show the index of a specific letter in a string family bank. Okay, so show the index of a specific letter in a string family bank. So I've already created my file over here. So yeah, start obviously as always with the main function. And then we're showing, so we have to write a string. We have to declare a string and then Hello, sorry, did you say something? Or could you please mute yourself if you're speaking to other people? All right, so we'll just declare string and call it company name. And the company name is Family Bank. So to get the index of a character within company name, we first of all use the print function and then use a function called index of that one right there. And so within the index of function, we can declare what index we would want to have to be printed out. So for example, if I want the 8th index or the 2nd index to be printed out, I will just say index, I want index of 2. So F would be an index 0, 1, 2. So we're expecting to get M. Oh, sorry. I'm getting these red squiggly lines because it should be an array. You should use it as an array, right? Wait a second. Actually, yeah, the index of 2. I should have put it. You need to put it within the quotes. So if we run this,
the index of the letter.
Sorry.
We are trying to find the index, and since I've been given the string, which is
It should be one of the letters up there.
It should be one of the letters.
Oh, it should be one of the letters.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that clarification. So if you want to find the index of Y, we'll just put in that right there, save it, and then run it as Dart. And then, yeah, we get the index, which is 5 right here. So that's how you'd find the index of a letter within Dart by using this index of function. And obviously within the function, make sure you use the quotes and then specify the letter that you would want to get printed out. This is quite straightforward, but if you've got any question, it might be a bit tricky, especially if you're new to programming. But yeah, this is how you would get the index of a value within a string in Dart. So if you want to get the index of maybe A, this A over here, let's actually try, because there are 2 A's. Let's see what it will give us. So Dart. So it's giving me the first index, which is interesting. Let's see if it's case sensitive, and I use.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Is that is case sensitive?
Yeah, Dart is a case sensitive language.
Yes, it is.
So what about the index of what will be the outcome, let's say, the space between family and bank?
So like what he has done, as you can see here, is trying to find the index of the capital letter A. So what it will give him, it will give him the index of that A that's after after B actually. So as you can see,
in terms of indexing, the space between family and bank will be ignored.
Actually, the way it is, you can even get the index of the same space. One thing that you have to know is that in a string, everything is a character, including the space is also a character.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just add the space inside that string. Then it will be able to
Okay.
pick up that space. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You can add the space.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You can add the space inside the.
Oh, this space. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me do that. Let me just save it.
So as much as it's not giving you the index, but that space also it's a character in that. You
Oh,
get
it
the point.
does.
So like it does. The way it is that it does.
Yeah,
so
it
the way
does.
it is with that space is that if you check, if let's just say maybe you declare a string, if you declare Eric, you can declare a string with just only a space. Because I want to show him something.
I'll even just call it space and then.
Yeah. So what happens is that I want you to, I just want you to say print, you pass in space, or you pass in space as a variable. Print, you pass in space as a variable. Then the dot. Then I want you to check no, just remove that. Remove that. You can remove the index off. You can remove the index. Yeah. So I just want you to add the dot operator.
Yes.
Then after that, have you seen that there is empty or is not empty? So I want you to pick is empty or proper. So you can add, you can finish it with a semicolon at the end.
Right.
So I want you to run it.
Right, let me do that.
So you can just clear your screen so that we can see it. Yeah, thanks. So as you can see here, we're trying to check whether space is an empty string, of which it is telling us that it's not an empty string because there is a character inside that string. You get the point, huh?
I think we can also use the length to check.
Actually, yeah, you can also use the length to check. That's a good one.
So we can use
just no, just remove is empty and just I just type length or something. Yeah, length. You can run it. So as you can see, it's also showing one, meaning that there's a character inside.
Yeah, is that clear?
You did come into this game unbeaten in 5 matches in all competitions. They've won 4 of those.
I think it was it Morris?
Yes, it is. It's clear.
Oh, it was Barasa, so thanks.
Thanks for the question, man.
The record there when they have been.
Yeah, so we can, if there are no more questions for question 4, I think we can move on to question 5. Anyone has been able to solve question 5? Yeah, I want to make it, I want you guys to do it as well, because the model in PLP is that it's peer-to-peer learning. So if someone has been able to figure out a question, just let us know, and then so that you can also learn from each other.
Feel free to share your screen. I think Eric, you can carry on.
Or we do question 5 together. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the question says to write a program in Dart to print your own name using a function. Oh, I stopped sharing.
Yeah, you can share your VS Code.
Okay.
Eric, can you respond to that?
Sorry, I didn't even, I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Hello, Nathan. Do you have a question? Was it Nathan?
No.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, you can continue, Eric. You can just share your screen.
Yeah, you can see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is to write a function that prints out your name. So there's many ways someone can do this. So the first thing we'll do is just to write a function.
Anyone who can guide Eric on how to solve that question?
So yeah, I'll just carry on. If someone is able to like jump in and you do it together, perfect. So yeah, you first of all write a function, put in some parameters. So the parameters for this function will be the first name and last name. This is the syntax for writing a function. And so we're going to print out the first name, and then we could give it a space like that, and then also get the last name. So it's a function to print out your name. So this is just this is essentially what it is. So in the main function, what we're gonna do is just load it actually with we're gonna load it with content for the first name. We're just gonna print out in the main function there my first name and the last name. So we're going to first of all call the function which is my name, and then within the function, the parameter, the first parameter is the first name. My first name is Eric. Hey, Dennis, I've seen your hand. Is there something you'd like to say?
I think we should add what the data type those arguments should be taking.
All right. Sure. Because the strings, yeah, we can add the data types. But let me just do it, and then hopefully you can share your screen and we can do it together on your side. So, because there's many ways we can do, we can solve this, but this is one way. So yeah, we can just say Dart for and then we print out my name. But yeah, if you would like, you can show us how you did it. Yeah, Dan. Okay, Dan would like to share his screen. So yeah, just go ahead. Let me stop sharing. Or Dan, would you like to say something? And just unmute so that we hear.
No, I'm just showing what I did. Actually, I did.
Hello, would you like to share your screen? Hello, Dan.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Okay.
You can see it.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
I just created this function, void prints name, and then just one argument, and then I passed in my one name.
Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah, I haven't commented this. Field errors exist. I think there's something it didn't do. Oh yeah, yeah. Isn't that problem? Let me sort it out first. Which problem is it? Oh, there's something wrong here. Yeah, I think it will run now. It's running. It's taking too long. But then, yeah, here's
Nice.
what
So
I did.
could you please just explain
Okay.
to us once more how you did it?
Oh, okay. I declared a function.
Hmm?
It has no return value, so it's void. I don't know what void means, but I think that's what it means. Does it mean that?
Yeah, exactly.
The
I mean,
void.
you've not specified a
Yeah.
date.
So print. Okay.
Hmm.
So it
But it's
prints a name, then I will pass in a string, which is my name, just one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the function, this function is supposed to print my name, so I print the name. Then when I call it, I pass in this string that I want to print.
Okay,
Then
so
I run.
okay, yeah. So I want to point out something. On line 15, there's
Yes.
void print name, and you have passed in a perimeter called string. That string is a perimeter name. It's not a data type. It's not a data type name. So what you're supposed to do, like the recommended way is, you first start with the data type, then the name of the perimeter, or in the name of the argument. So there inside, you start with capital letter string. Then that string, you can change it to name. So this is how you're supposed to do it. Then you can pass in there the name. So this is how it is. So this shows that the name, the perimeter argument is of a data type string. So whenever you're passing the value as you're calling the function, the value that's supposed to be entered, or the perimeter, that's the value of the perimeter that's supposed to be entered. The function will require it to be a string. So if you enter any other data type value, it will refuse and tell you that it's supposed to be a string. You get it, huh?
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. So that's how it's supposed to be done. So this is practice. Okay, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much. So I think we can carry on. So we're into question 6. We want to do this together. If anyone has been able, once again, if anyone has been able to do it, just let us know, and then we can code it together. But I could just go ahead and start. So we're declaring a map here. So let's go into today's class. Just name it map because we're doing maps. So the question is to declare a map and print it. As you'd remember from our last lessons or previous lessons, maps are a sort of data type. They are in the same category as lists, integers, strings, So essentially what a map is it's a data type where people store values in key value format. So you've got the key to something and then you've got a value. We'll just see it right now. So as always, as you're starting to write your function, syntax is right there. I'm sure all of us are we're very familiar with that. So first of all, we're writing a map. Maps are usually most times okay, we'll do like a map and give it the data type of string, and then we'll just give it the name. The name of the map is my details. This is just the syntax for it, and then we put it within curly braces. Maps are usually written within curly braces. So the question said that again we declare a map and print it out. So yeah, let's go. Just start with name. Tried writing it without that. You see, because we specified it as a string, but even if you've not specified it as a string, the keys and the values are always put or written within quotes. So the first key we'll give is name, and yeah, my name is Eric. And then the next key we can give is address. And my address is, I live in Nairobi. Then the next key we can give is favorite sport. Yeah, you see when I write it without quotes, it gives me a letter shida. So I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put the key as my favorite sport. The football. And what else? What else can be a key? Favorite color? Just say blue. So this is a map that we declared. So we finish it with, because it's a statement, we finish it with a semicolon, and then we print it out. So we print my details. So yeah, this is a map. This is how a map would look. So Dart map.dart, and then we should be able to see the key and the values to run this. So as you can see over here, we've got the name, Eric, address, Nairobi, favorite sport, football, favorite color, blue. So yeah, that's an example of a map, and we've been able to print it out using this. I'd like to invite any questions if you need any clarification, or you want to show us how you did it yourself. Go ahead, just let us know. Yeah, but that's essentially what maps are. So there are data types that people use to store things in key. They store values in key value pairs. That makes sense. So this would be a key, and this would be a value. So my map. Personal details. It's also good habits to comment your code. So this is the map right here. Print it out over here. So printing out the map. Yeah, if you've got any questions or clarifications, please let me know. But I know you guys. I know you guys. This is something you guys would know.
So anyone with a question? Okay, looks like there's no question. Yeah, we can proceed to another one.
We go to the next one. Okay, great. So the question is,
So like what question number are you trying to answer?
This is that was question 6, but now we're into question 7.
Okay. So what we can do, I think we need still like to prepare some questions for these guys just to answer maybe in the next session.
Yes.
Before we even explain, before I even touch classes, before I start explaining what classes are and what objects are in that, I think it would be wise for them to pretty much present the questions that we're gonna give them. Yeah. So I'll see what I can do. I'll prepare some questions. Then tomorrow I can just maybe like forward the questions to them via Telegram. I think everyone is in Telegram, if I'm not mistaken. Is everyone in Telegram? There's Telegram channel, that Telegram channel. Yeah. Hope everyone is in that channel so that they can be able like to answer the question.
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's great. So the reason why we are trying to come up with, the reason why we are trying to do this is because at the end of the day, programming, it's all about practice. So if you don't practice or attempt to answer questions, like simple questions, like questions like this, if you don't do that, you just end up just understanding the syntax. But it's better you also know how to have that knowledge on how to solve questions, because practice makes perfect. That's how it is. And programming, it's all about practice. So every lesson, I'll try my best to pretty much drop some questions. It may be 1 to 5, so that at least in the next lesson, you guys can present what you have learned or what you came up with through those questions. Then after that, we can jump in on the new topic or something. So that way we can teaching each other. So this is how we learn programming. It's all about practice. It's all about answering questions like this so that you remind yourself of what a map is, or how to declare a function, or how to use a function. Yeah, looks like there's okay, so what you can do somewhere is, okay, let me just try to copy it. Eric, you can carry on. Let me just copy the link for Telegram so that I can post it in the chat.
Actually, I would like someone to volunteer themselves to do number 7. So yeah.
Feel free. You can just maybe like share your screen, then we'll guide you as, yeah, we can just maybe like guide you or something so that you participate.
Or Dan, could you, yeah, Dan, great. Just share your screen, please, and do number 7.
All right. I'm sharing. So number seven.
Yeah.
I think I've lost the document. Let me look for it. Just a moment. Okay, got the document.
Let me just share it with you on the chat.
Okay. I got it. I say write a function that takes a number and increase the bit. Don't forget to print out the output function. Okay, so void add number. Sorry. Okay, so
Mm.
A equals to A plus 2. And then yeah, I think I've done the function, so I'll just call it add 2. Call it here. So add 2. Then the number is, let's say, 4.
Mm.
Sum is equals to 2. And sum is equals to. That will not work. Will it work? Nah, no, let me just return. So int.
Mm.
I have shared the link to the Telegram channel.
Sorry?
I know you can carry on.
Let's test. Yeah, I think I've done it. So let me walk you through.
Yeah, just walk us through, please.
Is a function. Sorry?
Yeah, just walk us through.
Here's the function. I realized I was using void,
Mm.
but I realized that it return a number. So it returns an integer. In this instance, it takes integer, an integer int a, adds to a, and then returns the sum. Maybe I could have named it different, but still the same. Maybe let me just call it b. Return b. So b is a sum.
You need to check your parameter.
It's b is equals to. Sorry, you're saying something.
You're good.
Okay, so int b is equals to a plus 2. It adds 2 and assigns it to variable b, then returns b. So when I call it, maybe I want it to add 2 to 4, add 2 to 4, and then I print the sum. We can change it, add 2 to 8 and see how it works. Yeah, add 2 to 8, 2 plus 8 is 10.
Great.
That's how I add it.
Very straightforward. So yeah, I think everyone has been able to get that. Yeah, because in the function that you wrote add to, you specified that whatever is within whatever is within that function should add whatever variable is within the function to add 2 to it. So that's how we're able to go about question 7. I'd like us to move on to question 8. That's if there's no questions regarding question number 7. But if not, we can move on to question 8. Again, for this one, the floor is open for someone to take on this question. So yeah, I'd like to welcome someone who we have not heard, someone who's been quiet. To do number 8 for us. Guys, who would like to do number 8?
Feel free to jump on. How many questions are we remaining?
Just 3. It's just 3. So 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Could we hear from Mgoi? I don't know if I've pronounced that word correctly. Mgoi, please, if you can just unmute yourself and help us with number 8. Obviously, we're going to help you as well to solve it. But if you can just go ahead to your screen and help us solve it, we'd really appreciate. So Mgoi, if you're there, you can just unmute yourself. Hello. Jacob, could you help us with number 8? Hello, Jacob. I don't know if this guy is still on the call. Let's see who else haven't we heard. Cynthia, can you even balance it out? There's too much masculine energy. Yeah, let's get some feminine energy. Or Nathan, you'd like to do number 8? Yeah. Yes. Hello, Nathan. All right, Dennis, I know you're there. Please help us with number 8.
I haven't written any code, but I can try it. Then.
Yeah, no worries. It's all about trying, trial and error.
Okay, thank you. So let me just project my screen.
Yeah. Dennis.
We can't see your screen, huh?
How about now?
Okay, like I said.
Okay. So question 8 is to write a function that sums that adds 2 numbers.
Yes.
So we can just how we do this way. we define a function, void, because we are not returning anything, and then we say sum two numbers. So that will be the name, and then we supply the arguments. So the arguments will be, let's say, number 1, and then number 2. Then we're opening, then we write our code inside here. So what actually we'll do, we'll say, we'll have a new variable. I will give it type int because we expect the summation will be of int type. So, and then we write results. So then we say results will be number 1, this first variable, and then sum it, sorry, and then that one, and then, okay, sorry also about this, shouldn't be there. So number 2, then we end it, and then what the function will print results. So then we proceed to have our main function.
Yeah.
Main. What are these? You see these automatically filled. I hope we'll have an explanation as to why. So we are waiting the main function. And then we call our function sum, 2 numbers. Then we supply, let's say 8.
Yes.
And 10. Then
yeah.
And then I save it. Then I just move to my terminal. Then I call that function, it's 8. I should start with that. Yeah, so probably 8 plus 10 should be 18. Unless somebody has a different way, because we understand, we used to say there are many different ways to kill a rat. You can decide to use but at the end of the day, the objective will have been achieved. So thank you.
Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Dennis, so much. You've done it brilliant. You've done it really well. If anyone has any questions for Dennis, floor is open. Just ask him if you may need any clarification. If not, we can move on to the next question. So if there's any question for Dennis, please just go ahead. Seems like there's none, so I think we can move on to the next question, question 9. Is anyone ready with it? Question 9 is to write a program that prints yes. You can vote only if your age is over 18. So if someone has done this already, please just unmute yourself and then go ahead and we'll just follow you on our screens. Let's see. Adam, could you please unmute, share your screen and take us through question 9, if you can hear me. Adam, are you there? Morris, if you can hear me, please just do question number 8. Do first question number 9. Want to make the class obviously as interactive as possible, peer-to-peer learning. If you can, please just share your screen and unmute yourself and just take it away.
Eric, maybe I can just give a suggestion. Maybe we say it's not a must for a person to actually write the code. Yeah. Maybe if you just have your VS Code, yes, maybe you can just project your screen, then we say we help you how to go about it. That maybe can help a person also.
For sure, but then no pressure at all.
Okay, that's a good idea. I think some of the guys that don't have laptops right now, I think. So yeah, they can just maybe like guide you on how to solve it.
Yeah, sure.
So anyone who is willing to guide Eric on how to solve question 9. I know we haven't like talked about control flows, but if you have an idea on how to solve it. Okay, I've seen a hand.
Great.
Done.
Is that done?
Yes.
Okay, let me try. I've never done any statement in that. Let's see how it goes. Can I share my screen?
Sure.
Yes, please.
So, I'm supposed to write a program that prints yes, you can vote only if your age is over 18. Do you need to ask for user input?
If you want, you can do that, but it's not something that would want. Yeah, if you want, but it's not like yeah.
I don't know how to user input in that, but
no, then ignore that, because next week I'll explain how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. Create a program that prints yes, you can vote, and if your age is over 18. I'll do a function. Age. Is greater than or equal to 10. Do I need to do an else?
Yes, you do.
Else. Okay, here is a function. Let's call it. Let's try 24. Run.
You need to close that statement.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. So 24 works. Let's try 16.
Yes.
Yeah, 16 set underage. So let me walk you through. So this is the function. I needed to check the age.
Yes.
In this case, I'm going to input the age as we call the function. So it will take parameter age, check if age is greater than or equal to 18. If it is, then print you can vote. If it's not, then print underage. So as you've seen, when you pass in 16, it says underage. When you pass in over 18, maybe 34, prints you can vote. I think that's it. Yeah, you can vote.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's exactly how you do it, managing control flow. But we'll learn a lot more about that, especially next week, in the weeks to come. But yeah, that was question 9. We're into the last one, the final question for today. Question 10. Declare constant type of int set value. This is a very simple one. Well, we did it last week. We covered it in last week's content. So, which was a lot about data types, touched on functions as well. So please, if you can, if someone can just share their screen and just declare a constant type of int and set its value. Just to remind us, just a bit of a refresher of what we did in last week's and the other week's classes. Be really, really amazing. Can you see my Visual Studio, guys? Or I can just do it. Can you see my Visual Studio code?
No, we can see.
Okay.
You can maybe like stop and share again.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so guys, as Eric is sharing his screen, I want to, okay, I'll share my contacts on the chat so that you guys can reach me if you're having any challenges or if you have questions concerning these questions. Yeah, you can just reach me on WhatsApp or email. Let me just share my details. Just a minute. Eric, I think you can carry on.
Okay, thanks. So the question says to declare a constant type of int and set its value to 7. So you all know we've got, or let me just remind you, we've got, when we're declaring variables, they could be constant, they could be final, or we could just indicate that they're just variables. So the question says to declare a constant variable. So a constant, so you declare constant variable. So the next thing we declare is a variable. So let's say age const int age, and we give the value of age 7. And that's basically it. So we've declared that this variable, which is age, is a data type. The data type is integer, and it's a constant value, meaning it will not change. Yeah, if very, very straightforward. So constants basically are usually used in programs when it's a value or a number that will not change throughout the program. Like for example, the formula of pi, like we learned in mathematics, is 3.14. It's 3 point. Okay, now I need to change the data type to double. But yeah, the value of pi will never change. It's 3.14. So that's when we use this constant declaration, when we know the value will not change. But here in the question, it tells us to declare constant type of insert value 7, and we have done just that. So with that, we've come to the end of our class. Really thank you all for joining today. Thank you so much for all of you who have interacted with us. I really appreciate you. Let's keep on practicing and continue growing together. I'd like to also thank Laxon, who is our lead. Invite him also just for some closing remarks, and could just call it a day. Thank you.
Yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, I'll post some question. I think I'll just create a PDF or something, then I'll send it on the Telegram channel so that you guys can answer them. The next week when we meet again, maybe I'll just give like maybe 30 minutes or so just for you guys to show what you have done. Then after that, we can maybe like resume to our normal class. Then after that, also prepare other questions. I think if we practice more, we'll understand more. That's one thing that I've noticed, because if I'll be just talking every time we meet, I don't think we are going to progress. If we are maybe like if you're stuck, I can just give you an opportunity to ask your question, then I answer your question. I think that way we are going to learn and grow together. Yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's class. And thank you very much, Eric.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah. So, and Nathan has pointed out that we should also share today's class, today's session.
All right, Nathan. I'll share it on the forum, which is on the LMS. So you'll find the link there shortly. Just
okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you upload it on YouTube, you can also send me the YouTube link to the same video so that you can just maybe like share it on the Telegram channel so that these guys can be able like to access it easily.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Okay, man. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I think we can call it a yeah, I don't know if I can say day because it's night. Okay, guys, thank you for attending. Thank you very much.